Hello, offline tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Symphony of War with me, Blueankylo. Today's recording session, no streaming, just because it's late and I just want to get a couple episodes recorded and keep the train alive. So, hey there, future tubers. How you guys doing? The music is really loud in my ears still, but I have to have it really loud for me just so it's somewhat audible for you guys. I don't know, weird Windows audio stream settings. I'm still trying to fix it, but I don't want to stop recording and just give up, so we're gonna keep playing. In between episodes I did a quick arena map just to see what I could get for random items, and I bought everything basically that was here. You saw it in the last episode. Just, you know, I figure I'd buy most of the stuff most of the time. And I did the tech real quick. It's not too complicated. I picked Magician's Initiative so we can cast magic quicker. So now I want to start adding more offensive mages and sorcerers to my groups, because they can cast early instead of late. This makes stun sirens and sorcerers is really good. I also get the normal speed mages, so we no longer have mage groups slowing down to slow. So that's good. Also, power decay decreases slower, which is good. So if I want to use more magicians, these are pretty nice. I picked up improved optimized tactics, which means like things like aggressive, cautious, target leader are all a bit better. And I think I just picked up some plate armor, so nothing too special for that, but used all my points. Now there's been a few, I've added some names and done some squad operations, so if your name is here now, you're welcome. I added a mage to the Ankylas squad, so this is going to be probably our biggest group. It's growing very quickly. Blueankylo gets a lot of leadership, which, you know, she's the boss. So that's good. Jules needs like one more point to add another archer. And I gave him a couple names, although there's, I think, 3 open at the back still. Symbol's unit is no longer slow, which is nice. And I think everyone in this group's been named from chat or comments, so hey, that's good. Barnabas's group, nothing too vital changed here. I mean, sometimes artifacts move around. I know I added, I think everybody in his group has been renamed, so this is a custom unit of cavalry. Still regenerating cav. Nothing unique for items yet, so let me just keep going. Here it is. So this is our first capacity boosting artifact I want to mention. These are really, really good. So Sergeant's uniform does nothing except add 3 capacity. So if you've got an empty slot somewhere, you should almost always give it to somebody. I used it on Stefan to give him a healer, so that's probably good. And I want to give him 3 ambushers. I just didn't. I had a spare girl, and I think he actually needed a someone with a committed for 9 capacity. He didn't have quite enough points for a brand new rogue up in the front. So I'll probably give him 3 rogues, a couple archers. I don't know what else he'll get. I kind of like the idea of him being a back attacker. We'll see how this works. Diana's group I don't think changed yet. Abigail's, just for names, right? Yeah, I added a couple names for the rogues. Diana's group, I think this is where I started to run out of names from chat for a bit. I mean, there might be more by now, but if you're still looking for names, if you haven't submitted a name yet, this game does add like a lot of units. We'll probably be using like 100 to 150 by the end, so there's lots of names for people who want to come along. Anyway, Diana, Schminchkin, or Abigail with Schminchkin. Nibbler and Schminchkin growing up to be big dragon boys. Or girls. Narima's squad, I think I just switched out the rogues to Stefan and gave her the sword fighter ladies. So I kind of like the theme of all girls, except for a couple guys. I'll probably give her a healer next, because her sustainability is not amazing, although Narina herself is like super strong, crazy high skill and everything, so that's good. It's pretty good stealth ambush group. Narina does a ton of damage, and a couple archers give her some range options. Kind of trying to give the skill boosting equipment. Raskuja, I don't know what to do with him yet. He's another light infantry base, and he's good at like stealth and ambushes, or light infantry ambushes. So this is another unit that I kind of have a hard time with the light infantry. So I've got Stefan, I've got Narima. Those are heroes. I've got Raskuja, who's another hero. And then we've got another kind of light one with Bakuil. And I think that's, like, more than enough light infantry units for now. Like, I don't need to go further than that. Anyway, for Raskuja, I don't know. Maybe we'll try to get him more of these Rangers or something. Rangers are kind of interesting. They're not super strong, but they are an advanced class. So our skirmishers can upgrade into them later. So that's something. I mean, he doesn't have any archers. Like, it'd be nice to give him like a bowman, so he has like a range 2 attack, but whatever. Jay Steen's unit, I gave another one of these cool capacity increasing artifacts, and this time I gave him a healer, and her job will be to change into a hospitaller and then promote into a Valkyrie, and that will eventually trigger the Knight Captain, so she costs less points when she's in advanced class. Just because this unit, I find, like, it's good. I could have thrown in another light cav. For one, I'm running a little low on cavalry anyway. But, I think a little bit of healing would be pretty good in this group. We've got Bakuil, who's I've moved around a little bit. This is another group I don't know what I'm going to do with. I'd like another archer, or maybe swap these 2 rogues out with a healer and an archer. 2 archers, healer, 2 skirmishers. Maybe that's kind of what I'm going to do, but I didn't. We've got Awesome Guy, who's kind of just a basic, generic unit. We've got Tariq, who's got another archer. I think what I did with him was I used one of my light affinity scrolls, and then that gave him more capacity. So 5 units is kind of what I'm aiming for. Before we, like, I'm trying to get from 3 to 5 base units makes a pretty big difference. And then I recruited a new mercenary, technically, a lightning mage, to try to make a mage group. But what I really need is that sergeant uniform or something to get to 40, and then I can put, like, you know, a shield infantry up front or something, and try to have, like, a mage-focused unit. I just don't have quite the capacity for it yet. So if I pick up, like, a... Maybe I actually... Oh, I've actually got a Medal of Valor right here. Let's do it on live. I didn't realize I had a couple spares. I should have double-checked. We can do a little bit of squad management on camera. It's fine. I just don't want to spend hours on it. So we're going to eventually upgrade this guy to be a shield guy. And again, I could have messed around and tried to get a more affinity appropriate guy. But he'll turn into like a soldier or something. Maybe a spearman, whatever I feel like. And then upgrade into other heavy infantry. And that'll help. I'd like to have like 2 of them and 3 mages. That would be a very offensive-based army. Is there anyone else within like 3 points of a new unit? I've got 1 more Medal of Valor, right? It looks like... I mean, I could give it to Solteraz. What's this going to give us? 50 out of 51. I could get +2. And then... Sorry. 50 out of 51, I can give +2, so 50 out of 53. The next unit will cost 12. Actually, so we can do that. Okay. This is the kind of thing I'm doing between episodes a lot, and it's fine, but it does take a fair bit of time. Oh, also, Awesome Guy is an archer, which is kind of weird for a squad leader of not all archers, so I was thinking of changing that up to change him into something else. I don't know what I'd go with right now. Alright, so he's only going to get 2 points, but that's enough. And for this group, I think I'll give him, I'm going to give him like a mage. I want to add more, or no, I want a sorceress in his group. I want to start getting some stunning, sort of crowd control, status affecting kind of armies. Mages are cool and all, but have you heard of stunning your enemies? So we'll add a healer girl who will upgrade, hopefully, after she gets some CP with Siren. Yeah. We got lots of gems, so we might as well do that, right? She's already got the magic points. In fact, this is kind of a waste, because it doesn't take very long to max out the rank. But I happen to have a few of these 1,000 gold. Like, I could sell them for more money, but lots of money. So I'll show it off. I might as well show off more mechanics for the game. And then we can go straight to Siren like that. That's pretty cool, right? Alright. Anything else we should do? Probably not. Just to look at some of the artifacts we've got, because I know I've got some new ones. I haven't been showing everything off. Start at the bottom. We've seen the regeneration one before. Dark resistance. Like, this regalia is good for a mage unit, but it's a lot of capacity. This is a new one for sure. This lets a squad ambush and gives them a bit of skill, but again, pretty expensive. I'm not sure who I would give this to. Light infantry can all ambush. Like, cavalry can ambush. So you could give this to, like, mages or heavy infantry. Maybe, like, a good heavy infantry unit or something. And then they still have to go rough terrain to rough terrain, but, you know, you can give someone else an ambush. That's neat. We've seen the Cloak of Cunning. The toolkit lets you attack up a wall, which normally you can't, so that's pretty good. Only on maps where there are walls. Mages, healing in combat. You know, maybe there will be hazard tiles to walk on later on. Evasion. Most of these are fairly standard. I think we've seen a lot of these. Asian magic skill. This is a lot of armor trading off. Well, a fair bit of armor and hit points trading off for strength. So if you're making a tanky unit, this is pretty good. Crystal Lance is a bit more mage than strength, or at least a skill-based group. We've talked about the Giant's Thresher, and then some minor items here. Yeah, I think we've basically looked at everything at least once now, so that's fun. Okay, let's get our supports, and then we'll go on to the next mission. Oh, right. Still trying to do some cool one-liners. Oh, flowers. How nice. You really are a hopeless romantic. And I do emphasize hopeless. You wound me, my dear. You wound me with your blade-edged words. So sorry. You may want to see a priestess. All I need is the warmth of your radiant beauty by my side. Admit it. How can you look at these baby blues and remain so defiant? You would do quite well if those baby blues did the talking, and not your foul mouth. A compliment? From the icy heart that struggles to beat beneath this breathtaking visage I see before me, I can now die a happy man. By all means, see. But your heart would be shattered beyond repair for the rest of your days. Dream on. Angry red letters. When are you going to get a clue? You are a pig, and I do not like you. Yet? You'd better hope for a miracle then, thief. We do live in strange times, milady. Keep believing it, and it may just come true. No, you are the one who... Never mind. I'm going away. If you follow me, I'll put an arrow through your eye socket. Blessed day to you, fair Nerima. You know where to find me. He's trying. And... Abigail. Hey, Abigail. Are you glad to be back in Lemelin? Yes, but I must admit I prefer the cold and the snow of Grandheim Abbey. There's a certain magic to it that I cannot explain. Interesting. Aren't you from the hottest country in Tonra? I have no memory of my place of birth. To be honest, it is just another part of my life that sets me apart from most Sayonari. I am a priestess of the Sisterhood of Mercy. The temple is my calling and my home. My brother sorely wants to visit Sayuna. I hate that word. But then again, he pretty much wants to do anything, and he's thrilled about any of the idea. Yes, exactly. So, you're supposed to be assigned to a paladin, right? How's that? It does not happen at any given time. Sometimes it does not happen at all. You see, the Sisterhood of Justice is far smaller in number than my holy order. And eligible female paladins number even fewer. I do not hold the same aspiration to be bonded as Sister Adelia is, but it must be such an honor to be bonded with all the greatest of all paladins. I can only hope to fulfill my duty in serving the temple to pursue a life as directed by Holy Donar, the Holy Dollar. Yeah, wait, what about the Drakeling that you adopted? Yeah, what about him? Is that in Donar's plans? Please don't mention Nibbler to the temple officials, but I'm still working with him. Seems it will take some time. You'll figure it out. He seems like a kid. He's already grown up. Is a real fighter. I'm not quite sure, but I think he insists on being by my side in the war. I do hope to see him survive and grow to enjoy life. I guess with permanent death you could lose him, but that would be cruel. Alright, let's keep going to the next map. We had a big story dump at the last episode, so let's see what's going on. Throne Room, Imperial Palace at the capital. You can tell by the music he's a really good guy. You gaze upon the throne as though you'll never have it, Prime Minister. As if you actually need the temple's permission. I could sit there at any moment. But I dare not. To you people, what this throne represents might seem like a trifling matter. But to me, it is my entire life. The temple will confirm me, and then no one will question my rule. As you wish, but short of that, we will find a way. We have a word that the False One has reached Lemelin Monastery. The Casus Belli is now yours. You may make your next move. Then the Orphan and the Paladins will soon be utterly destroyed, and the temple will fall in line. I have concern that you don't take the game of war seriously enough, Prime Minister. The temple warriors have thwarted even us time and time again. You must bring overwhelming force, or you will lose. What are you worried about anyway? General Lysander, one of our best technicians, will command the army. We will bring our gunner squads to bear as well. And now I've had just about enough of justifying myself to you people. Off with you. Best of luck in the coming battle, Prime Minister. We could have gunner units by now, but I went with upgrading my mages again. If you focused more on the right side of the tech tree, we could definitely have guns by now. The enemy lies before us at Lemelin. We shall crush the treasonous temple for harboring the enemies of the Empire of Viridia. General Lysander, don't disappoint me. Yes, Your Excellence. You can count on me. The Imperial government is invading the monastery? Unforgivable! Great Paladin, perhaps the government means us no harm. Please practice restraint, warriors. The Prime Minister has been desperate for an excuse to destroy us, and now we've given him one. Oh, I'm sorry, I'll take my leave. That excuse is me, isn't it, Diana? This turn of events was inevitable. We are much more powerful with your tactical mind, so Dinar has given us a blessing. At least we know what we're up against. No more mercenaries, this is the Empire's central army. They'll have larger and more organized ranks, and probably some guns. We don't want to be on the wrong side of gunnery soldiers. Their weapons make armor useless. Mostly. Ankylas, the temple maintains outposts by the river. We should fortify the river and protect the monastery. Those forts are closer to Casimir's army than they are to us, but it might be worth a shot. I guess now would be a good time to pray to Dinar. Alright, 12 squads. Big battle. We got Lysander. Got some units with him. Lots of heavy infantry. Some crossbows. These are small gun squads, at least. And a bunch of cav up here. So we might want anti-cav to the forest. And whatever we do against guns down in the middle. We've got side objectives. Do not kill Lysander. Don't let any squads attack Lemelin. No more than 4 Isanter squads are defeated. What are Isanter squads? And we're either supposed to defend or win the map in 12 turns, depending on what objective you're going. And we want to capture Port Herald. That's lots of money. Some treasure. Now, this is a tricky treasure chest. We've only got 10 turns to get there. Also, the castle has actual cannons guarding it. Oh, and there's a bazaar as well. Alright, lots to do. So I think... About 8... Before 8... So we have 14 squads total. I don't think I'm going to deploy Sortoraz, because he's not really fully upgraded yet. Well, he might work, but I'd like him to have a better infantry unit. I do think Sybil is kind of anti-cav. We can send Sybil to the right, maybe with, like, Jay Steen for the light cav. Maybe they might need a little bit more help than that. Obviously, sending Barnabas out is a good idea in the open plains. Abigail's very strong with our dragons. Diane is very strong. Stefan, we can't forget. I think I'll still send Narima and Jules. They have a bit of a combo together. Because she protects him with her... or is it... I'll have to double check her ability if it's in the same squad or just within 3 tiles. I think having a mounted archer squad, that's 2 just archer squads though, so I gotta be careful with that. And then that leaves heavy infantry and... I think Raskuja is a little bit better. The hero units, you know, they've got some advantages. Alright, let's see how this works. We might do some shuffling to move around a bit quicker the first couple turns. So if I get...
I'm just getting started.
Yeah, I want to get my, I want to get into this forest with my light cavalry. And, like, a little bit of backup. Maybe Stefan as well. If these guys move up there as well, like 3... This is like 3 units against, like, 9, if they all go up.
Time to even the odds.
Let's seize while we move. And Jules will sort of stay near Narima, if possible. Iraq... I don't think we want to rush to Port Herald until we've defeated the first round.
Repent before the righteous. I must stay strong.
You got a plan?
So we'll just mostly move forward.
My friends are counting on me. Where am I needed?
You could send Diana near Stefan. They have got a support, but it's fine. I think I'll send Raskuja over there. Alright. See how this goes. See what the enemy does for their AI. So at least the enemy can't move up into the fort, but they can shoot. Like, so guns, we haven't really talked about much, but they have a range of 1, so they can't do indirect like a bow, but I'm pretty sure you can still shoot up the wall, and you might not do maximum damage, but you'll still do lots. So the thing here is, they're gonna make it, like, anybody I put on the wall this turn can basically be shot, except for, like, this tile. But these guys cannot claim it, they cannot get on top of it, so I think what we do is we stay out of their range, but we plan to wipe them out next turn. Also, these guys didn't move, so that's good for us. I think we put Jay Steen in range of just the one of them and see what they do. Right on that tile. And let's just send them back up. I know there's lots of things to
I love this part.
to capture, but first off, deal with some of the enemies, and then we've got lots of time to grab these.
Here comes Sybil, ready or not.
Alright, so this guy has the longest move.
How can I help, my lord?
So this is the line from the bottom road, basically, diagonally.
Find a way.
The battle lies before me.
I do need to go pick up some chests as well, but I think I want a strong line for this turn specifically. I want to make sure we can kill all these archers. It should, like, we're pretty well gunned. I think with this strategy, we should be able to take them all out. Ooh, I almost forgot this guy could move up. That's okay. Maybe I'll put Barnabas here.
In session.
Well, he does... No, that's silly. We'll put Tariq I want him to be able to do an ambush, possibly. I'm gonna put him at the edge of the wheat field so he can move and possibly ambush.
I can do this.
We'll have Abigail ready to help out if this guy moves up. Narima
Hide my attack.
can also theoretically ambush. This is a bit more on the north side than I was originally planning, but
A paladin never surrenders.
Master Sergeant, awaiting order.
I don't want him to get stuck on that mountain, so I'll just put him here. Alright. Defensive line, and then we bring in the pain next turn. Alright, and Lysander's coming up too. Now, we're not supposed to kill him. I forgot to check what his unit was, which might be important. Oh, I forgot to turn this on too. I'll turn animations on in a second. Sorry. Arena, you know. Okay, I think we've lured out the whole group. This is classic AI, though. Once you lure one, if they're a stationary squad, they're kind of all linked. So once one starts moving, usually the whole group starts moving. Actually, that might be better for us. Ah. Reinforcements. This is it, men of Lysander. Our chance to stand up to the central government tyranny is now. We cannot abide this disgraceful action by the Prime Minister. Attack the Imperial Army and reinforce the temple. Alright. Lysander has arrived. You know what to do, men. The temple will not fall today. We will join Lysander and resolve to bring the Prime Minister to heel. Oh. What? That's Duke Lothar's army. General Lysander has defected. Damn, good timing, fella. Donar has answered our call. The temple shall never perish. Ah, what treachery. The Duke of Lysander must be a fool of the highest order to make an enemy of me. So now we've got
The army is ready.
Lysander. He's dark affinity. Nice. He's got some interesting things. So he has firearm specialty. So he can have a unit full of firearms for very cheap. So he's our only gun unit at the moment. I can't even make those. He gets Venerable, which means he cannot be targeted if anyone else is alive. So he should actually be up front protecting the guns, because he can't even be targeted, right? So he just makes it so enemy targeting is more difficult. And the entire army, literally everyone, gets +10 to hit rate. It's like a authority star in 3AC 776, or a few authority stars. So yeah, he's pretty awesome. All right, so let's start on the top. So, oh right, I almost forgot. Show combats. Okay, Raskuja can get in and do an ambush. Heck. Oh, this is great. We're just gonna crash these guys. Oh, and seeing as we upgraded our tech, I don't remember the exact numbers, but the percentages should be better for us now, and the penalties may be less bad. I think aggressive was like +15% damage, and cautious might have been -25% damage, or something like that. So, probably like +10% better at whatever we want to do. But this should be like pretty great. Yeah. Ambushes are, well, against these guys, they're in a real bad spot. Now we do have some units down here to clean up still, but yeah, that was some nice defection. Those are healers. This is a pretty weak unit. It just has healing, but it only has 2 offensive units. These cav aren't actually that bad. All these units are like pretty small, so we should be okay.
They'll notice this one for sure.
Let's see if maybe an aggressive fire strat. And also our mages, well, they don't have to wait for magic anymore. They can blast right off, which makes these kind of like alpha strikes much better. Less counter time.
Be brave. My friends are counting.
I bet you Abigail can take out one. It's nice to ambush these guys, but I think we can wipe them out on the first round. Yeah. Good stuff. Look at that. I really like the dragon army. That's great. All right, let's try do an ambush with this. I really like the aggressive ambushes. Now, this is all archers, but we get 2 rounds of fire with an ambush. I gotta get this guy's class mastery up in the background, too. I'm gonna probably send Tariq to capture. Needs like 1 or 2 more combats to get that mastered. Definitely want to get rid of the last gun. Should be easy. I mean, Nerime did like 400 damage on her own, so yeah, we're good. All right. Hey, a drop. So yeah, I can't quite kill everything up here, but this unit's like half dead. Maybe we can kill these 2 and call it a day.
Real thirsty.
Let's just make sure that's as far as this guy could move. So maybe next turn we try to lure him out. But in my previous missions, I've been rushing a little bit more than I should, so I'm trying not to go too fast. We're also not getting a lot of captures the way we were doing this, but alright. I like it when you get a full wipe and just get all that XP. So, like, if you make weaker squads than I'm making, you'll probably have a better chance of actually getting those surrenders, because you won't kill everything quite as easily. We do have a healer in this group, so we should be fine. Oh, good, a surrender. And I don't think this counts. Yeah, just double checking. Okay. So that group, I'd say that went really well. This guy's shaken. I could force surrender if someone could get there, but
School is in session.
not quite. So on the south side,
Sergeant awaiting orders.
Stay strong, everyone.
I think we start with Jules. And then we probably choke point the bridge. Ooh, killed the mage. Good. Alright, Jules is ready for promotion. I think if we kill this guy... Like, this guy's probably slowing our movement down. I bet you if he's dead, we'll be able to get past him. I could do a couple shuffles or try.
Repent before the righteous.
Let's see. Diana, take him down. I think aggressive will be fine. Got that stun right off, so that guy misses a turn. Doesn't really matter. Beautiful. Ooh. There we go. Unfortunately, these guys have halberds up front, so this is not a very good matchup for Barnabas.
For my people.
I could get blue down there.
I must stay strong.
School is in session.
There's a lot of spearmen. So Barnabas is not having a great time. We do still have Lysander. Oh man, that'd be pretty good for Barnabas, but I don't think we can get... Well, maybe. If we kill this guy, he might actually be able to make it to this square. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But he can get to there. That's 9, right? Like, that's like that. Alright, let's see if we can pull this off. Aggressiveness. Look at the threat. Guns are fairly good. Oh yeah, right. And Lysandra has the group heal. I forgot about that too. So, you know, Lysandra's squad is, yeah, it's very yeah.
I ain't got all day.
It does work. I think with a charge we might have this. Not really glad that we focused so many attacks on that one guy, but oh yeah, we didn't split up enough, but oof, crossbows. I should try to get a couple crossbows just to diversify, but I wonder, can you maybe not even walk through this? It's just forest, but it looks different than the other forest. Actually, they have to go this way around, so I was trying to kill these guys quickly because, technically, we don't want the Asanther squads are defeated. We don't want these guys to all die. So I've been trying to be aggressive. But I didn't need to. Yeah, this is probably okay. That's unfortunate. Alright, didn't quite get them all. Ooh, that was close. Oh, so close. Interesting mixed group for Ankylas. Alright, well that was quite the turn. This guy's, I guess he doesn't want to live anymore. Oh, it's a long shot, sure. Honestly, that probably healed us more than we took damage. Yeah, that's because we get to we get an attack on the first round. They had to charge it up, so that's another real good value for that tech we got. Although that took a bit of a while to charge up. We want to lure more enemies towards us next turn if possible. Oh, these guys didn't even move. I wonder if we crushed these enemies so quickly that their AI didn't even turn on. Normally they're charging ahead and you have to go kind of quick. Oh, wow. Alright, this is only turn 4 and we've already defeated the attack wave, basically. So the next objective is to start this group moving up, start capturing some bases, maybe get this group to move up if we can, and keep trying to get to this treasure chest. And maybe send someone off to Port Herald and the treasure. Maybe. So, Barnabas could use some healing. He does regen, but he could use some healing. This is an easy capture if I want. And I can send Awesome Guy, but then he doesn't get any combat experience. I actually think I might send Barnabas back. He's already injured anyway. It'll take him a couple turns to get there. I probably need to send someone after the treasure then. Yeah, we'll send him back. So, capture Port Herald, get some loot, and then 4 units to try to lure over the next batch. I didn't even really take the central fort, really. I think we just put Lysandra out to lure them over. Now, the ranged unit will have a indirect shot. Is there any tile? Technically, we could lure them up. Well, yeah. If we stood someone here, this whole group would probably move up. I'm a little bit worried about these Zweihanders. They get the double attack, I think. And Spearmen do go down to big attacks. I'm actually going to put
The time to act.
Blueankylo in the way. Hopefully she'll be okay.
Time to end this.
And then we're gonna have Jules ready. I think Jules, like this, what I'm thinking is, Ankylas will get morale boosted from Diana and Jules at least. And I don't think Lysander can, but he'll be ready next turn anyway. And then up here, we don't really need our anti-cavalry the same as we used to, so maybe we seize and then go back for the other one. Oh, you can't move after you seize. Silly Ankylo. Okay, this is a very similar offense as the other group. So we want someone that can take a hit in range of Parsa. Technically, if we were in the castle, we'd have more defense, but more units would attack us. I don't know if that's a good deal. Thinking we put someone in the forest. Maybe Abigail here. That lures him over. Some protection from, well, the one crossbow shot. And then...
I'm just getting started.
Not sure if there's any supports over here that would help, so... We're just getting ready, right? Just moving a bit closer, that's all.
Bet you didn't see this one coming.
Sayuna will never die.
So they'll move up, and theoretically we should have enough to kill whatever they send, I think. We'll see. Oh, the Cav did decide to move. Alright, well, we want to kill the enemy units before they suicide, but at this point, they're so far behind, we should be fine. Alright, so they didn't... Okay, they're actually sort of splitting up. That's fine. So yeah, like, this was nothing to worry about. It's free XP for us. This is the one that might hurt. Stay alive. Dang it. I thought we might have enough defense there, but yeah, that's a tough group for attack. Not sure how I could have done this safer, but oh well. Okay, hopefully this doesn't also happen in the Ankylas squad. Jeez, the crits. They focus down, or just get another crit. Wow. Getting wrecked by enemy crits. It's too bad. I mean, we are fighting some advanced units, but I think that was a lot of bad luck, honestly. Oof. Yeah, this was definitely riskier than I probably... I don't think Lysander would have done any better, though, but... R.I.P. Whoever was in that top slot. Ooh, weird split.
Ready.
R.I.P. to Dark Angel.
Master Sergeant awaiting.
Well, hopefully sending these two units back doesn't make things too dangerous. Fire Affinity Scroll. Let's hold off on going back until we know we can kill everything here. And then this guy's probably moving up. Be a jerk as well. So, Abigail... Dang it. Also a bit weaker.
I love this.
Does this count as an ambush? No. It's still a good tile to attack from, but we might want to...
Come civil, ready or not.
I'd like Have Stefan attack Sham. Or maybe Jay Steen. Don't think I can get a good ambush with Tariq. So I move Abigail and use him there. And that one... Or two. Well, maybe we'll resolve the south first. That's a little bit simpler. There's not as much going on. How are the levels here? 14. I think it's definitely possible Lysander has a much higher...
Never surrenders.
Yeah, he's a little bit higher level than the rest of us. Let's see if...
For my people, for my homeland.
Just want to check. Nah, the morale's pretty good. I betcha. If we go first, I bet you we'll still win. Kill him. Nice. Alright. Good. That puts us in a pretty nice spot.
Donar be with us.
Should be able to wipe out this group, or at least very nearly. Well, if we're gonna get crits like that... I hope we don't all attack this guy, though. Ah, targeting. Failed me. You failed me. One crossbow. What I wanted was to have Jules, like, weaken this guy so that Lysander could finish him off, but... I feel like I should try to get a couple surrenders. So we'll do at least one.
Break their resolve.
And then this should be pretty straightforward, honestly. Guns! Now, the guns only get one shot. So they are like a one... They're like mages with the tech upgrade. It's like armor-piercing fire. But they only get one shot at the beginning of the round. And they're pretty fragile, like low defense and stuff. All weapon power. Stats barely even matter, honestly. Alright, so we need to deal with a bunch of dudes.
They'll notice this one for sure.
Alright. We're going to do an indirect attack. Try to weaken this guy up a bit so it's safer for the next group. Yep. Definitely safer. Stay in the woods. Then we'll have... I think Abigail's got to fight. So I'm going to send her after... mostly dead group. Dang, not quite a kill. Oof! Okay, these halberd dudes are pretty awesome. I want to get some of them. They hit like 3 people there. Alright, now we can do the ambush here if we want. Kill that guy. I think I'm gonna let Raskuja do the ambush. At night, he always gets an ambush, apparently. But I don't know exactly how that works. But maybe we'll try that later. Okay, Sybil's not really a forest fighter anyway. This guy's gonna get an attack back on whoever stands out there. Alright, do you think Stefan can one-round this?
Oh, sorry. Did you need something?
I think... think I want to kill this guy so we can attack the archers more than I want to kill this guy.
Bet you didn't see this one coming.
Hopefully we take out like the mages on our back attack. Yeah, that should help. Yeah. Unless you're getting an ambush. These light infantry just cannot... Like, these are pretty strong anyway, but... Yeah, it does not impress me at all. You can send them back to the temple and less permadeath it, but...
Time to even the
I'm
odds.
just getting started.
I probably could have surrendered them. Good old loyalty. Alright, this does give us a chance to kill some of the crossbows. Hopefully aggressive gives us something. Well, it's not ideal. Good dodges. You know what? We got 3 out of 5. And we dodged a bunch. Now, do we move up here? I don't think we do. He might just take a ranged attack if we stay at ranged. Although this guy can make it to there. You know what? Let's
Guide my attack.
just let him move up in theory, right? Let's not rush. We're already going super fast. We don't need to go even faster. Oh, and these guys just charge in and get in the way. Well, so much for my plan. I thought they were going to go down, but that'll teach me. I had such a good backup, draw them in. It's been working so well, and my green AI units just make a wall. Oh well. You're luring all my enemies out of the way. Out of position. Wow, these guys suck. This guy's dead. Totally dead. This was a mistake for you. But thank you for the free kill and the loyalty. And the light affinity. Ooh. Well, this Richard, that's your fault. All you had to do is not charge in and you would have lived. Oh yeah, ranged attack. Honestly, if they charge in, we got a good choke point. That's... Alright. How are we doing for turns here? We're on turn 6. 5 turns to get the treasure. We gotta keep moving for that. Let's do some liberating. Nice. That's really good. Leadership up and capacity down via loyalty. So 2 of his cavalry are committed now. A couple are not, but yeah, that's... I love that loyalty ding. So good. Bodyguard. Nothing too small. Gotta remember the bazaar. Okay, now... At night, every attack is an ambush. So can I just attack that guy? As an ambush? I feel like this didn't work the last time I tried this in the older version, but maybe I just did it wrong. Anyway, I'll take advantage of that. Okay, we did not do very much damage. That was a bad ambush. Maybe the problem is, sure, you get the ambush, but you're not getting the rough terrain bonus for all your light units. Or something. See if we can weaken these guys a bit before we get into melee. Totally. I love getting those free actions on indirect fire. Just free.
friends are counting.
Actually, it's gonna be hard to kill those two.
I love this part.
I think you have to kill this guy if we're gonna kill him this turn. Oh, we can totally get a capture here. Good. Now,
Getting real thirsty here.
so basically, Narima can try to kill that guy, maybe. But we'd have to do some shuffling.
Ready or not. I must not fail.
1, 2, 3. I don't think we can actually do that. We can do 2 shuffles, but not 3.
I must be brave.
Who do we focus then? I think we're gonna lose another one of our dumb cav. I don't think there's any way to get up there. Alright, well...
My friends are counting on me.
Oh, hold on. Let me just check here. Ah, yeah. So if we move one person south of the flowers, that'll lure them up, maybe, depending on what happens over there. And got wrecked.
Something?
They'll notice this one for sure. I can do this.
She's gonna send Sybil back because she lost one of her units. She can capture. Alright, well, Narima...
Sayuna will never die.
Basically, we'll just kill one if we can. What else can I do? Should be okay. No trouble. Alright. So, not a perfect map. Couple unit deaths, but nothing too crazy. Let's...
Stay strong, everyone.
Oh, you can't actually move onto that tile. I was gonna... Lysandra moves up, and then Jules can take a shot from behind. If we need to. Yeah, I'll take that.
Time to end this.
Gotta fight our way through the choke point. Gotta get that treasure. Alright, I think we stand on the bridge. Although that opens us up to 2 cavalry or 2 archer shots. There. But I think that's okay. We'll put Diana there.
Before the righteous. I must stay strong.
Fortunately, Blue also had a bit of a mistake. Anybody else? Nope. It's all our units. Okay. I still think we're gonna get that treasure, but might be some more dead green guys. Poof. Useless. I thought I was gonna keep them all alive, honestly, but then they were stupid. Once they stayed here for an extra turn, I'm like, man, we're gonna be way ahead of them, but... Thanks, you, finished off my unit. Oh, good. Go suicide yourself some more. Wow. These guys are so bad. I'm gonna fail the side objective. I think 4 of them dying is a fail for the side objective. Okay, we did lure them over here. Fine. There's a lot of damage, but let's maybe split up some of the fire, incoming fire at least. Okay, so no more than 4 squads are defeated. I guess they knew they were gonna die. They started with 6, so 2 are dead so far. I don't think these guys can get back in time, but...
School is in session.
Try to get to the side of this forest.
Bet you didn't see this one coming.
Maybe we'll send Stefan to go shopping. And
Time to even the odds.
another ambush, I guess? It's okay. It doesn't seem like this is a... Doesn't feel like this is a super powerful unit. At least not nighttime ambushes. Is okay, but nothing amazing.
Guide my attack.
Got the healer. Ooh, and all the back row down. Beautiful. You know what? Horse archery, you're doing okay. For a only 5-size unit, this is off to a good start.
Await your command. Sayuna will never die.
Not much else she can do, but she can shoot arrows herself, so this is actually 3 rather than just a 2. We tried. Okay. Yeah, we got this, no problem.
How can I help, my lord? He will
I
always
mean, we might as well just get a couple captures.
What's our next tactic?
At least we'll get some.
Where am I needed? The battle lies.
Can't quite get there this turn, and also cavalry or
A paladin. never
artillery.
wanders.
All right, and Ankylas is not in a great boss fighting shape. All right, so we just got this guy. We gotta get that treasure still. Don't forget. I think. Would this be a charge? No. I feel like those should be charges. I don't understand how charge works. I never will. I don't know if either, like, I feel like no matter which one I go with, someone's gonna die. I'll try a cautious attack. I don't know. I feel like our mages are gonna go down. If we just missed our fire anyway. Yeah, that was pathetic. Wow, we missed, I think, like, both of our mage attacks did, like, literally nothing.
Here comes Sybil. Ready.
Wow. Alright, just go aggressive. Cautious was a mistake. Never be cautious. Oh, it just keeps happening. This top spot seems to always get focused down first, too. Well, if you're playing along with permadeath mode on, you gotta be a lot more careful than I'm being. I'm not sure how you would have done this fight. Well, in my given situation, there was just, I don't know. I don't see how that would have been possible. We would have needed to do a much different overall strategy to not have a death there. Because those units... I'm hoping these guys won't attack the boss. Could have just captured them. Because if they suicide on the boss, then I'll be very upset.
I must be brave.
Need one more turn. And I think we've got lots of time. So once again, I think I still went faster than necessary. The goal would be to get this treasure chest with like one turn remaining or something, right? Those are nice.
I love this.
For one day. Alright, free stuff. Things to buy. Okay, Imperial War Banner. I see this. We must buy it. Squad capacity. These amulets are decent. Obsidian, Medal of Valors are really nice. Dragon Slayers are okay. We've got good money, so this is fine. We'll buy some more iron. Bonus to hit gives some criticals. Sure. Less likely to be targeted. Good for maybe mages and stuff. Earth Affinity is not my favorite, but I'll just buy them. They're cheap. Do we buy the 13,000 gold legendary artifacts? Minus 500 magic. That seems pretty bad. Is this really all it does? Is it gives you 20 strength? A bit of extra HP, which, you know, that's a fair bit. Basically, weaker armor, literally no magic, no healing magic, no offensive magic, at pretty high cost and capacity. That does not seem... even if I didn't have to pay the 13,000 gold, I don't know if I'd want to use that. How about Zatini the Undying? The unique mercenary for this map. He's got Resolve, can't be crit, revives after one death, full arm master. Basically he's a big tank. There's another dragon. I'll buy the dragons. They're hard to get. There's a cannon. We could buy a cannon unit. Start building our own cannon back. I'll start building my own cannon unit. And you know what? I do want to buy all the unique mercenaries if I can. You know they're unique because, for one, they're orange, but also it's a unique quote. Maybe from like the Kickstarter or something. Rather than just what is the unit class, it's, oh, here's a unique quote for this guy. And you can't rename them either. And they come with a bunch of preset traits. I don't think I'm going to buy this. If we get one via drops, I'll maybe use it, but this seems... I don't know the use of this. Seems bad. Alright, time for a bunch of guns.
Stay strong, everyone.
Nah, we're good. This is easy. These guys don't have a ranged counter, as far as I know. Didn't do a lot of damage. But you could do this every round. Horse archers could move up, shoot, and then canto out of the way if you wanted. Which is not what I'm going to do, but...
Time to even the odds.
we can get a few shots for free and then move in with melee. And with melee, actually, all we have to do is kill the front row. The cannons don't get a counter shot in melee either. So, I'm still being, like, even more careful than necessary, but all these free indirect shots make it a lot safer. I think this group, it's only here to punish you for picking up that treasure chest and not moving out of the way. Like, if you pick this up and it gets a turn, it'll do some damage. Otherwise, it's toast.
Awaiting your orders.
I kind of want someone else to try to get some surrender leadership. What? No surrender with one cannon that can't even fight? Oh, maybe because that was the leader. Was that like a unique... That might have been like a special named character or something. I just didn't notice.
Ready.
Fine. The Bloodlust trait. It's rare, so I guess it's valuable. Oh, we didn't get this yet. You have to wait one more turn. Yeah, so we still went real fast. Still faster by a long shot. Just don't capture this castle while I'm waiting to seize the last iron mine. But yeah, as usual, Blue rushes a bit and is punished for it a little bit. I think this map went pretty well, but keeping all units alive all the time is definitely tricky. Ooh.
I must not fail.
That was Lizette here going committed. Alright, and then for capture leadership, is there anyone that like is kind of close to getting another unit or anything, maybe?
Break their resolve.
Sanders new. Oh, he's got a lot of capacity. Oh, can do lots with his unit.
Donar be with us.
Oops. That's...
Donar
we'll send Narima in. And Blue gets leadership even when he doesn't seize. That was a big fight. That was over an hour. Wow. All right. S rank. Good. Lots of stuff. Got all the side objectives. Pretty happy. I'd say the battles are starting to get a little harder now. Just a little. We're still fighting like there's a bunch of 3-size enemy squads, so they're not really giving us full 5-6 size everything, but getting there. I guess you've made your intentions clear, huh? Oh, that was like that. Or no, that was. I have, Enkilas. But have you? The temple would have me become some sort of fulfillment of a prophecy. What's one to do, Lysander? Or Lysander? It depends what you'd want. You could simply disappear and not concern yourself with supernatural myths. But you're not going to do that, are you? Now, these are my people, every Viridian. Part of me wants to be what they want me to be, to save them from the darkness we all know is coming. Guess I never cared much about this new world that seems to be creeping in. And what world is that? As children, we are taught about a past that's so much greater, and men so much nobler. But it seems that legends of past are forever gone. Now we're stuck with weak and petty leaders. Men of the past would give their lives to ensure a lasting peace. But now there is so much less hope, so much more cynicism. I've heard other secession war orphans say the same. But to the generations before us, this attitude seems revolutionary. So I do like the plot of the story here, and it gives it a decent overview. But the idea is like, what was it, like 20 years ago when Enkilas was a child, there was this big, huge war that we don't even see. Like, it was a big war, the succession war, as they mentioned. And we only really deal with the fallout of it. The new generation of orphans and all the poor, like the kingdom ravaged by previous consequences. There's a lot of parallels to some world history you could get into on this where, yeah, the next generation's not impressed with what their parents did, It seems so simple. In an age of lies, says Lysander, the truth is an act of dissent. And the greatest enemy of evil is an awoken people, those who feel just as you do. It is quite intriguing to me, Enkilas, when we consider the rebellion of General Antares. Here we now stand, opposed to our own government, just as he was. Perhaps it was Antares who could see further ahead than any of us. History will likely see you as an inheritor of the very rebellion you fought to put down. The Antares Empress thing is still not really resolved at this point. Whatever that deal was. Casimir enjoys great popular support by making grand promises to the public to progress the country beyond the shackles of the nobility and to spread their ill-gotten wealth. Now able to link the Denari Temple to the Empress's murder, he had all the justification he needed to carry out his vengeance on the temple. But then he lost. With the help from Duke Lothair and the army of Lysander, and the defection by Imperial General Lysander, the attack on Lemelin failed in a humiliating defeat. So it was supposed to be easy. Duke Terranor of Rimorg, he has not taken the Empress's murder lightly. After weeks of persuasion by Prime Minister Casimir, Terranor reluctantly agrees that the time to take action against Lothar and the temple is now. Terranor marches his army into Lothair's territory, marking the beginning of the Viridian Civil War. So I believe they mentioned earlier that the guy that helped us with those 6 useless cavalry didn't like this guy. It's like West versus East. The West, which includes the Duchy of Isanter and the Denari Temple. Random guy that joined us for no good reason. Against the East, comprised of the Duchy of Rimorg and the Imperial government. Terranor's much more powerful army takes the offensive and seizes the Isanter city of Trucia. They now prepare for an assault on Isanter's capital city. Well, that was fast. The war's already over. They're besieging our capital, sir. If Isanter were to fall, the temple would be next, and with its collapse, Casimir may become unstoppable. Diana and Ankylas prepare for war and set out to stop the city of Isanter from falling into enemy hands. Alright, well, we know where we're going next. So, oh boy, we've almost got enough for a new tech. That means the supports will give us enough for the next tech level. Well, we can do that next episode, one way or the other. Ooh, a unique, another unique mercenary. Usually you don't see them in the camp market doesn't usually get either dragons or the actual unique guys, the legendary ones. But I think there was that one tech that gives you a higher chance of it, so sometimes you'll find one of these guys. I'll decide if I want to buy him off camera. I'll probably pick him up. I don't know what I want to do with them yet, but unlikely to be targeted, can't be critical hit. This is not that good. I mean, he's just a ranger. I'll assume that he has better stats than, you know, one of my units at level 19. Maybe? I don't know if that's true or not, but maybe. Let's see. I think this is pretty unique. I don't remember seeing this very often when I played through, but this is one of those minus damage ones. These can be really powerful on certain maps where you stack up a bunch of minus damage and you make a unit very, very defensive. Those are good. Sure, a bunch of strength, permastat upgrades, gems. These are just nice common or uncommon, but skill ups. I've got a lot of those now. Fire, iron, vengeance. Vengeance works the more of your units are dead, so, you know, ouch. And ribbon, I mean, you know, it's situational, but buying all that if I can. And I can still sell stuff if I need money. I guess I would sell the experience or CP if I really need some gold. Okay, we should probably end the episode. This is already a very long episode, longer than normal. In terms of general squad operations, well, I've got 2 new, I've got 1, you know, unique mercenary. I'm going to recruit another, and I've got a cannon that I bought as well. So there's some things I can start looking around. This one's fairly straightforward. We'll get to 5 horse bows, stuff like that. Anything else real quick that we can look at before we end? This one's pretty obvious. We go Hospitaller. Although that was my last horse. That's why we haven't upgraded Jay Steen yet. Oh, I guess he just needs iron. I actually got a lot of iron. You know what? Congratulations, you're a Hussar now. So, there you go. I don't want any more Rangers. We need to get that skill point up a little bit higher for Raphael. So I'm going to add something here, although I don't have gun units yet. And Raskuja didn't... I think, honestly, I don't think I like Rangers that much. I feel like they're just not... The skirmishers and Rangers I'm not a huge fan of. Let's see. But yeah, with some of the new artifacts we picked up, I'll spend a lot of time looking around, but we've got a new, what was it called? This Imperial War Banner, +4 to capacity. That's really nice for adding some units and stuff. So I'll do some of that off camera as we do. You know what? I want to do the tech. We're just going to do some sports real quick here. Let's just do a little conversation in overtime. Because I might unlock things that help me with my organization. I'd like to get this in advance. Ah, the Chosen One stands before me once again. I suppose I would call this a religious experience. One that does not result in a crushing headache the next morning. Can you tell me... just, whatever. Just ignore what Stefan says. Can you tell me about the Tide Reavers? You'd better hope they ain't having any eyes and ears trained upon you right now. Anyway, they've ruled the black market for the last 1,000 years. That's crazy for one black market. Crazy competent, I tell you that. Yeah, that really is crazy. So, why don't we crack down on them? You ask anyone else that, they'll give you some pithy theory about how slippery those chaps can be. True as it is, they survive by cozying up to the big boy in town, usually cutting some politicians in on the profits. Been happening since the days of old. Back some 100 years ago, they trafficked in Nervestim, and the whole operation was backed by the Veridian Empire because of personal connections. And the slave trade keeps them turning. It's pretty disgusting. No one should be a slave. Yeah, well, take it up with Dinar or whatever. No, I must destroy the Tide Reavers completely. I'm going to do it, Stefan. The boldness, huh? Well, do let me know when you've got one, friends. I've been meaning to strip those dogs clean for some time now. Plus, we'll be doing the whole world a favor. Maybe get some payday from it, too. Nice, that's all I wanted. And friendship. So I'll save the other conversations for next episode, so that's fine. And that should have given us another relationship. So more support points or morale bonuses by being adjacent to these people, which good. And we'll do our tech. So we've got 10 points. And I think it might be time to start heading into guns. We could just do it right now, I think. Yeah. So get these gun units unlocked. We're very low on Pyrosite. I'd say the reason I normally don't rush this is Pyrosite is pretty rare. And maybe I should have waited a little bit longer still, probably. But, like, this supply chain mastery, maybe this would have been better, right? Like, passive regeneration by forts is pretty good. We can still get that, technically. We can also turn archers into light units. We can make artifacts cheaper. We can make artillery, which we only have, like, one of, better. Or we can have them no longer affected by the weather, which we don't get a lot of rain, but when we have rain, our guns don't do anything. The thing is, like, all of these three, they really require you to have lots of Pyrosite and invest in those kinds of units. So, you know, I don't know if it's super worth it early on. Dragoons, similarly, we have to unlock, and you need Pyrosite to make Dragoons, although they're great. What else could we unlock? I mean, I could start thinking about ultimates here. You have to do, like, an entire branch to unlock these. So professionalism is really good. It's not even just, the levels are nice. The mastery of of your starter class is nice, so you can promote immediately. But the main thing is you start with full loyalty, so they're always 8 CP when you recruit militia. Or conscripts, whatever you call them. It's very nice. That's a good one. That might be one of the best ones in the top. Every squad gets 10 capacity limit. That's basically 1 extra unit for every squad. But you need all of these to be mastered to get that. So maybe that into this. This unlocks Dragon Riders, which we won't even get for ages anyway. Less iron and obsidian cost for your metal units, which is good, but we don't worry about that until everyone's... Like, once you're getting advanced classes, that's better. +1 range to siege cannons. I don't think this even existed the last time I played, so that's cool. Maybe it did. I don't remember. But again, you need lots of cannons before that's going to matter. So this is more late game. And then this is, like, probably actually the strongest tech in the game. But it only matters when you've got gunners and dragoons. So it doubles their attack power. They already have a huge high damage attack, and now they get 2. That is incredibly powerful for someone like Lysander or cannons. Or not cannons, gunners and dragoons. So we'll want like a dragoon cavalry unit. Dragoons are just another type of cavalry. I think if we look at these guys... It's advanced, though, technically. Yeah, so dragoons exist. But iron and pyrosite, right? So you've got a mobile, you know, I think they have slightly less weapon power than a rifleman. But yeah, they're pretty dang strong. We do have some of these guys that could... Oh yeah, we've unlocked Gunner now too. So, Warbow is my classic, this is what my archers do. Gunners actually have like no stat requirement, so it's easier to promote into them, and stats don't even make much difference. They just get a huge weapon power, basically. But again, you need a lot of iron and a lot of pyrosite. So like, you know, the fact that I unlocked them right now was probably sort of a mistake. You can also get cannons, but they use even more. So I'd say one of the reasons I would have bought almost any mercenary cannon is it saves me 2 pyrosite and a horse and 3 iron, because we didn't have to pay for any of that for this guy. Now he's a mercenary, which has got some negatives, but if he leads a cannon squad as we start recruiting them eventually, that'll be pretty good. Just saves me some resources. Oh right, so that means I've got 5 points left. Basically, I don't think this really helped us with gunsmithing yet. I think we'd be better off. Honestly, I think the regeneration, it's not a huge amount, but I think this is worth it. Healing is pretty good. And then we have 2 more points. We could get morale on charge. We could get our polearm units to give some defense. Get a little bit more heavy armor. We are probably going to be fighting more enemy mages as time goes on. We could also save them until we get the next rank, but I like to just spend all my tech points. I'll pick this up. This gives my... The thing is, I don't have very many paladins and valkyries, but this does give them some nice magic resistance for anti-enemy mages. I don't care about zone of control very much. 15% attack power engaging close range battles for each allied squad adjacent to the enemy. You know, that's pretty good. So if we put a couple units around an enemy and then attack them, that gives us a lot of extra attack power. So I think we want to unlock that for, maybe next rank. It also uses iron, but yeah, I think flanking might be worth it. Okay, cool. Anyway, we're going to end our episode here, super long one, and I'm going to do some army management. And when we come back, we will prepare for the next chapter. I'm going to check my audio levels and stuff because I have concern. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed or still having fun with this series. I love this game. There's so much to do. I wish I wasn't having so many weird recording problems, but hopefully it's still good on your end, watching along. And I'll see you next time for more Symphony of War.